So to let you know, we'll be streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube at this time, so you can join in and get a good idea of what some of those stories are all about on Facebook and on YouTube. Feel free to check in and follow through with the stories there and then. Now, starting off with the Vanguard for today. Police headquarters order arrest of persons indulging in same-sex marriage. Okay, same-sex marriages. Japa Fire Service voice suicide bid over 2 million naira failed visa deal. Neighbors rejoiced while they burnt our houses. Survivor. Naira down to 1,405 naira in parallel market. Police recover 50 million naira stolen from ailing Nollywood actor Mr. Ibu. Wike not ready for peace in Rivers crisis. Clark tells Tinubu. Plateau now. The headline I did read. Neighbors rejoice while they burnt our houses. Survivor. Power generation crashes to 3,383 megawatts despite hike in tariff. Remembering the victims of Holocaust. Lagos commences enforcement exercise on tax defaulters. Other stories as we have it. Tinubu's government just taking off to land soon. FRS boss Adedeji speaks about this. Edo Guber now. Osubo picks APC nomination forms, says he's most qualified candidate. I charge $30 million for helping government recover $300 million. Afe Babalola speaks about this. Ogun Assembly crisis. Lawmakers have right to choose their leader, Governor Abiodun. Common people left toasted by Tinubu's economic reforms, says NLC. Customs intercepts 4.3 billion naira cocaine, arms imported from South Africa, Canada. Noise pollution. Lagos sales RCCG, Dominion City, and 5 other churches. Neighbors thought we were inside while burning our house. Survivor speaks on Mangu. Let's move on to the Sun. Plateau governor assures justice for victims of Mangu attacks. Mangu killings. Defense headquarters fumes over accusation against personnel. Invite can chair over alleged personnel's involvement in Plateau killings. Relocation of MDAs. Ndume fires back at critics. Ogun Assembly crisis. Abiodun APC to intervene. Governorship dispute. Fubara, Kefas, Aliu win at Supreme Court. Edo Guber now. Why my people should support me this time? Ize Yam. I'm on rescue mission in Ebonyi South. Annie, the senatorial candidate there, speaks. Other stories from the Sun for today. Federal government, Morocco in talks to fast track $25 billion gas power line projects. AFDB deepens partnership with Enugu government on investment and others. Toyota invites kids for art contest. All right, there. Well, these are just some of the stories from the Sun for today. And now to this day, you'll find of interest from this day now. Article to Tinubu, you owe Nigeria's explanation on $3.3 billion NNPC emergency loan. Lagos malls over investment in airline operations. Supreme Court dismisses appeals against Fubara, Kefas, Aliu's elections. You'd also find Nigeria, Morocco, who talks to accelerate work on 3 billion naira SCF day gas pipeline. Federal government to begin evacuation of 40 megawatts from Kashimbila hydropower plant in 6 months. IMF, 6 African countries among top 10 global economic growth sports in 2024. Naira reaches new low on parallel market to 1,420 Naira to $1 as slides as official market. Soludo restates commitment to Anabra's digital revolution agenda. All right, well, there we go. Those are stories here and there as you find across the papers for this day, across this day newspaper now. Now, taking a look at stories from leadership. Plateau crisis, military passes the buck, blames residents. Exchange rates, article demands explanation on $3.3 billion loan. Northeast governors, 10 million to build more houses for displaced persons. NOA partners, NIPR to build national values. Same-sex marriage remains illegal in Nigeria, says police. Court sends 5 to Kuje prison over burning of Rivers Assembly. Relocation. Tinubu must be told the truth, says Ndume. Court vacates contempt order against EFCC chairman. Federal government, UN, women unveil 300 million biogas project for rural women. Delta Assembly shall remain a trailblazer in legislative practice, says Speaker. We are ready for Kano elections, INEC, police, and others. Union tasked Fubara on inclusive government in Rivers. Construction of Fourth Mainland Bridge to begin in April, Sanwo-Olu. All right, well, these are stories as we have them from leadership. Now to Daily Trust. 3 billion naira emergency loan. You owe Nigerians explanation. Article tells Tinubu. Plateau now, 16 victims of fresh mango crisis buried. Consequences of Tinubu's economic policies on Nigerians. Okupe applauds Ndume's loyalty despite policy consultation lapses in presidency. Osubo to Ganduje now. Be wary of mistakes that cost APC Edo governorship. Kwara amends local government law to conduct council poll after 6 years. Nigeria security, a call for a double buy back arms initiative. CBN, FAN, relocation. You risk losing northern support. Katsina elders warn Tinubu. Plateau crisis. Military kicks over Khan's allegation of lopsidedness. And then over 30 companies got licenses for power plant, yet single watt not generated. Ajero speaks on that. Federal government must listen to citizens' perspectives. That's according to Jega. TCN blames low gas supply on reduced electricity. PwC forecasts 3.1% growth in GDP and rising poverty. Nimasa, Dangote refinery to address operational concerns. Federal government moves to double local production of syringes and others. Nigerian army kills 3 bandits, recover weapons. All right, well, these are stories as you have them across Daily Trust for today. Well, similarly, across all the other papers, that's Daily Trust, Leadership This Day, The Sun, and Vanguard newspaper for today. Do you remember the stories have been published under the editorial guide of various publishers? And we on Nigeria Info have only informed you of the headlines as we have them for today.
This is Morning Crossfire.
All right, we'd like to take on your calls this very morning. You can join in via the regular lines on 080-9597-4869. That's 080-9597-4869. You can also call in on WhatsApp on 080-999-30137. That's 080-999-30137. We're streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube, so feel free to join in via that platform as well at Nigeria Info Abuja. Twitter and Instagram is up for you at Nigeria Info ABJ. Instagram is at Nigeria Info FM Abuja. So go on, join in on those platforms. I would like to read your comments and your take on the news for today.
This is Morning Crossfire.
As we take on your course, we ask of you to follow through with our editorial guide. Your course needs to be devoid of hateful speech, lies, fake news, and abuses. We ask of you to be truthful and factual as you share with us on Nigeria Info. We plead with you to keep your emotions in check as you also speak to issues that we've presented for you.
Watch your number one talk station of the nation. Nigeria Info, every day of the week, Mondays to Friday, on YouTube to catch up with the Morning Crossfire.
Good morning to you. Welcome to the show. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello, Femi.
Welcome. How are you today?
Good morning, Gita.
Welcome.
Abdullah.
Same to you. What's your name again? Abdullahi, right?
My name is David. I'm calling you.
Oh, David. Okay, David, let's talk. Oh, David's call did not stay through. Good morning to you.
Hello, Femi.
Welcome. How are you today?
Sorry, my brother. This is online.
All right, Casey, let's talk.
I want to say congratulations to Governor Rivers State on winning for our people. And I think we say, Buhari, the whole...
No, Tinubu, not Buhari.
Tinubu, sir. Thank you.
Okay, that's all he has to say, at least for now. Okay, let's take more calls. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, work class, Mr. Femi Emile.
How are you today?
I'm very good, very good. How is the family?
Very well. Have you checked on Mommy Z this week?
Mommy Z.
When last did you call Mommy Z?
I hope all is well with her.
All is well.
Honestly.
I believe she is well.
You say?
I believe she is well.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just trying to check in with the family members.
Immediately after this call, I'll check on her. I will leave after 7. Maybe she will be calling too.
Okay.
What class of Femi? I've observed one thing with Nigerian elites. Once you hear them shouting on top of their voice, it is their interests that they are protecting. When the masses are involved, you will not hear their voice. Is it you and I that are in NNPC and CBN? Is it not their children? So because they will send their children to Lagos, now they are fighting it. If the federal government said they want to send NNPC back to Niger later, the same elite whose children have been redundant in CBN, not adding value to CBN and NNPC, and are mortgaging and endangering the future of this government agency, are the same people that will come and be shining. Mr. President, it is now we will know whether you belong to Nigeria, to all Nigerians, or belong to a particular section of Nigeria. The monitoring and evaluation, where are the headquarters of Nigeria banks located? Is it not Lagos? If you take monitoring and evaluation close to the headquarters, isn't it not going to make the work easier? Anybody that don't want to work with CBN, you should resign. Mr. President, take NNPC to South. In fact, take it to Take it to Bayelsa. Anybody who will work, make it resign. Thank you very much for that.
All right, thanks for your view. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Over one that they called because of the death of police, and she's my sister. I'm sorry for that, and can I assure you, the loss is for Nigeria all. Thank you very much. Let me pray for Indine and Atiku. One day they are going to tell us they are saying the truth, because the day of judgment is coming. I can assure you that the day of the judgment, they are going to say anything that they lose in this country, because we already know the resources of this country is going to them, it's going to all Nigeria. But they look at everything for their son, for their data, and their in-law. Inshallah, the day of judgment is coming. Bye-bye for now.
All right. Bye for now. Grateful to you for your call. All right, let's take on the next call. Yes, welcome to the show. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Thank you, Femi. This is Ben speaking.
Yes, welcome.
Femi, thank you. This morning, I heard police saying same-sex, marriage remains illegal in Nigeria. Yes, and it should be so. Let me tell you, I ask people, what is the pleasure? What are you trying to do? Try to recreate the way God created this world. Why is the devil pushing humanity in this way? And all these things don't give God pleasure. And that was why he regretted in the book of Genesis 6. He regretted creating man on earth. See what they are doing, same-sex marriage. Something that's no pleasure, nothing at all. Police should pursue them. Honestly, here is not America or Britain or so. This is African country. We are Nigerians. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Grateful to you. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm okay, sir.
The lines have been rebelling against me since the death of us.
It has been doing the same thing to all of us.
So since then, today I'm lucky to get to accept that condolence over her death.
Thank you, sir.
So rest in peace.
Amen.
Tony from Guarimpa.
All right, Tony.
The military is trying to blame the residents. This is not time for blame game. Let police work together. All hands will be on deck to stamp out insurgency in Plateau, in Benue, all over the country. All these small African countries, we don't hear such things. What's we allow this to happen in Nigeria? Why are we killing ourselves? Why can't we live in love, peace and unity in this country? Why can't we see ourselves as brothers and sisters? What do we gain from shedding innocent blood? It should stop. There the military, the government, and the people work together to stamp out insecurity everywhere in Nigeria, particularly Benue, Zamfara, and that's it.
All right, thank you so much. God bless you too. Thank you. Grateful to you. Thanks for sharing with us this very morning. We have friends who have written in on Facebook this very morning. In God we trust. Good morning, FMD. Prince OG A. Jimmy writes that in. Golden Eberi says, good morning, FMD. Keep up the good work. Muazu John Lasesi from Jigbo Buhari says, power generation drops, tariff increases. It's only in Nigeria you will have to pay for what you don't see. The poor are being used by the rich. Also, Francis Namani, watching from Enugu State, says, good morning, FMD. Thank God it's Friday and keep up your good work. Dr. Mr. Libera from Muri says, on planting killings, these human beings are not fowls that are being sent to their untimely death in the most gruesome manner, aborting their visions, dreams, and aspirations. Are we really fighting insecurity in this country? Terrorism is a serious issue. Any serious country cannot afford to joke with, but here we are, pampering children, rehabilitating and incorporating them into the police force. Is this the right way to handle them? Until this government is ready to get the sponsors of this terrorist, we will continue running in circles. Also, Francis did say congratulations to Fubara, Kefas, and Ali for their victory in Supreme Court. This is indeed a victory for democracy. They should therefore do everything possible to put smiles on the faces of their people. Thanks. Also, you have Omeka John saying, good morning, FMD. Customs should do more to arrest the arrest of guns and gun runners, because we know no module of rice can pass through their checkpoint without notice. Federal government partners Morocco and Tunisia over gas pipeline. Good news to me. Construction of Fort Milan Bridge are part of the reasons Lagos has overtaken Dubai as your next tourist destination. All right. Joel Nati, I see your message. You also say good morning this very morning, and God will strengthen me. Josiah Oba says good morning. Kudos to Nigerian police for intensifying efforts on kidnapping in Abuja and in Nigeria. Yes, I think these are pretty much all the stories I can take on for now. When we do come back after the break, I will take more calls, listen more to you, and we'll take the conversation even forward.
The Morning Crossfire continues after this.
Welcome to this electrifying race with DS. Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Nigeria Info 95.1, and I'm Femi D. Amede. Join the biggest conversation around the national politics every day in a way that is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you. See, you have all the reasons to find out what's going on in Nigeria and be engaged differently. Let's talk. That's the way to go, even this morning.
This is Nigeria.
In this office, Abby.